Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Legends Ultimate Edition Macho Man Randy Savage figure from Mattel. The WWE Legends subline is exclusive to Target, so this is no different. And yeah, Macho Man was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, just absolutely unmatched. And yeah, so I was very excited to get this figure. So let's look at the details. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Randy looks fantastic, and again, the Ultimate Editions always bring it. This is obviously Randy's look when he was in WCW and part of the NWO. So black and white ring gear, and you know, we've got just great overall. The physique looks right. The colors are nice and vivid. I mean, the white really pops with the black here. Only weird part, I guess not weird part, I mean, this is kind of common, but we do get the white pins on the legs. So you don't see that on the outside, but you do see it on the inside. So it depends on how much that bothers you as to how bad that is. But we got the boots here with the kind of fur trim, and that continues up the leg in terms of the texture of it. So there you go, in normal trunks. Then, you know, a lot of the look is actually from the accessories, so we'll get into that in the next section. And you know, we get the arm wraps and the gloves. So, and then we get the face sculpts, which are absolutely fantastic. I think this one was actually the one that came with the other Ultimate Edition Randy Savage, and then the other two heads are a little bit different. So yeah, just really well done. Again, great textures all around. The likeness is definitely pretty much spot on. Just looks great. So that is aesthetics. In typical Ultimate Edition fashion, we get a ton of accessories, so let's not waste any time, get right into it. And starting with hands, we get our standard C grips and a couple of splayed out hands. Then moving on to the heads, we have three. So right out of the box, we have that kind of smiling face. Looks very, very nice. Then we go to the opposite of that, a more stern, serious face, almost frowning. And then we get the tongue out face, which looks amazing. So there's that. Then we move on to apparel. So we get not one, but two shirts right out of the box. We get the Madness shirt. You can see the NWO logo there, and same thing on the back. Then we get the shirt with the picture of Randy behind some bars, and nothing on the back of that one. So really cool cut too, with the kind of fringes here at the sleeves. So that looks very nice. And then we get the weight belt, and this seems too, I couldn't get this on the figure. I'm sure there's something I'm doing wrong, or maybe I need to heat it up, but yeah, it just definitely seems too small, and it just kind of tabs in right there, as you can see. But yeah, that just seems too small for the figure itself. So if you know exactly how to make this work, let me know in the comments below. Then we get the headband I was wearing with Madness on it. So really nice sculpt here, especially on the creases and the knot. So it's really well done there. And then finally, we get his shades with some nice cleanly done kind of white teeth style design there. So that's accessories. Once again, this is an Ultimate Edition, so of course our balance and articulation are completely on point, and going top to bottom, as you can see, balance is pretty good. Took me a bit to get there, and so our head is on our dumbbell joint, pardon me. So we're looking down about that far, looking up about that far, not too bad, especially considering the hair, and we get a little bit of room for tilt. We come down to the shoulders. We do have our nice buttery butterfly joints. So good range too. Hinge and swivel at the shoulders. So we're coming up into our T. We have bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows. We have hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We have our ball joint at the diaphragm. Bring this all around. We can do some tilt as well. So we're crunching that far forward, arching that far back. Come to the waist, we have a swivel. And you'll notice the belt is on, because I knew if I set it on camera that I couldn't get it to work, that the universe would make a liar of me pretty much immediately. So that worked out. Then we come down to the hips, and we're coming out about that far. Not incredible range, but you know, not bad at all either. Then we get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bringing us to there. And then with the feet, we are gonna be kind of hindered by the back of the boot here. So not really a whole ton of point. We do get some very, very nice forward though. And we get a toe joint And there's just a tiny, tiny bit of rocker there. So that's Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other wrestling figures. With some Hasbro. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the WWE Legends Ultimate Edition Macho Man Randy Savage figure is that it's another home run for Mattel, and the Ultimate Editions just cannot recommend it enough. Certainly if you are a fan of wrestling, if you're a fan of Randy Savage, if you're a fan of the NWO, WCW, all of that stuff, absolutely pick this up. And right now, this is showing up on pegs/shelves at Targets all around. Not only that, but it is available on the website as of this recording. So I'll include a link to that in the description below. So please check that out if you're interested. And with that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and/or sharing. And beyond that, if you want to help me even more, there'll be ways to do that listed in the description as well. So please check those out. And with all of that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.